Hi, I'm Chuck Fasst. Welcome to the world of motorsports. Come along with us and let's explore.
Yeah.
Guys, what's your names?
My name's Doug Fuser, and this is my brother Pat Fuser.
Doug Fuser and Pat Fuser sharing a story with us here tonight out at PIR on a Wednesday night.
Yam Hill now. Right there.
Guys, a couple guys from Yam Hill. We got the Hog Owners Group over there making noise. We got Larry Fasst and his Nova right here. No, I came across these guys and they remember me, the camera guy, from 82nd Avenue, right, 30 years ago, right?
It's been all of 30 years ago. Yeah, 1984.
84, that's when I opened my shop, Podcars headquarters down there, like you said, down by Duke.
Yeah. And you had the 67 Firebird. Was it yellow and blue?
Yeah, it was called Fast Times when I first got it from the guy, yeah.
That had the Pontiac D-port heads or something, or...
Oh, the heads were, well, the heads I put on it, I got from a guy from a swap meet. These guys, these gasser racers had hand-built these heads, and they'd cut new ports into the sides of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they hand-built the dual quad tunnel ram too, and I got all that stuff. Yeah, when I built.
Got all that stuff?
No, I built that into the Wild Thing, and when I sold Wild Thing, everything went with it. Did you see it when I painted it yellow and I named it Wild Thing?
No, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that's what I did with that car.
Yeah, that was neat. Yeah, the Pontiac was neat.
Then the car I had before that, before I opened that shop, was the Avenger. It was a Vega, the Chevy Vega with a.
That's the one they did the article on.
That's the one. Yeah, you remember the article? It was in Popular Hot Rodding magazine.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
In 1984. You remember the year? I can't fucking believe it.
I probably got the book. It's when I got out of the Navy.
Oh really? I had already gotten out of the Navy before that.
Oh, wow.
I built that after I got out of the Navy.
No, that's when I retired.
So when you retired, yeah, I did a hitch and got out. Oh yeah, so yeah, that was the Avenger. It had the LS7 454 aluminum head, dual quad tunnel ram with nitrous. Yeah, one of the first pro street cars out here.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was back in the day. Yeah, it was back when it was all starting up.
I got my Nova. I got an old red 72.
72 Nova.
Yeah, it used to belong to a friend of Larry's named Crash.
Crash.
Yeah. It's just kind of bent up, but you know, it drives good now.
So you're here with Larry's Nova here, which we featured. We've already featured in that video. Is coming out.
I like that car, that yellow.
Well,
yeah,
he likes that car. Well, because
yellow deuce coupe.
That's because you guys remember that car from 30 years ago, and that was when American Graffiti came out, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It was right back then that yellow deuce coupe became famous.
Yeah.
And that Nova was already here, and we were street racing.
Out in Beaverton.
Was he in Beaverton with it?
He was in Beaverton.
Oh man, I was ruling 82nd back then.
Oh, down by the airport.
Yeah, we would go. Well, we would go out here to Vancouver, out here to Lower River Road, and race out there back then.
I used to race 82nd, 102nd Airport Road in the 60s, early 60s.
Yeah, we ran the Airport Road in the 80s, and we ran Firestone. Did you guys ever do Firestone? Yeah, like 100 and...
Just 3 strips down there with no buildings or nothing. Yeah, back in the 60s, Firestone.
You guys ran Firestone in the 60s?
Yeah.
See, I never knew that. That's why I got this camera rolling here.
That was a lot of fun. In fact, Bill Keating and Tim Hubel were out there. And I had a 56 Ford at that time, coupe, that I bought from a guy named Randy Fee. You know, who don't remember.
Let's throw the name out there. I mean, I'll put this on the web and people can see if they know these names.
Yeah. But he was, I bought the body from him, and then I put a 427 FE in it. And that was fun on the 82nd for a long time.
That's a Ford motor, guys. That's still a badass motor.
That was a good motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, after they started making, you know, cars you couldn't work on, I quit Fords. And then I picked up Chevrolets in 1980. And been addicted ever since.
I like the way you say that. We're looking at the racetrack right now. Fortunately, they're having a break. They're having a driver's meeting. So we're getting in some stories from way back.
Yeah,
there's a story behind that car, too. These guys know this car here. That's Old Gold. Yeah, one of our racers who has passed on, and that's probably maybe his son in that car now?
That's what I heard.
Paul. Yeah, that car has won a lot out here through the years. I remember when he started.
Richard Dietrich.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we're a little out of date too. Yeah.
I think he came through my shop when he got started racing. When I had my shop on 82nd, he came through. Yeah, the senior. Yeah, when he was starting,
Yeah.
he stopped through there, but he moved on and he found someone else to build his car. But that's okay, because now it's now it's legendary.
Well, I got my car. Guy Mitchell built it in 1977.
Guy Mitchell. See, that's another name that I'm going to put out there because a lot of us are connected up with Guy Mitchell.
Guy Mitchell was
Yeah. Susie too.
I met him when I was like 16, and he had a 51, a black 51 two-door hardtop Chevrolet, and a 283. All built up. And he had money trouble in the repo, and then he had had a 57 Ford Ranchero. Remember the Ranchero?
Oh God, I had one of those myself back then.
Yeah, he had a 427 and an automatic in that thing. And Larry was working for him and Chuck Tiller, Senior.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I used to sell him transmissions.
Okay.
And but Chuck Tiller Senior and Mitchell were working together, racecraft, and Larry was working for him. And Larry had this Nova, and he had a 327, and he beat that 427 Ranchero. And I think Larry took a trophy the first time he come out racing with this thing. Got first place that night.
I remember him out here. I could tell you a story about Larry. I don't think he likes me to tell the story.
Oh, anything bad is more fun.
But now that the camera's rolling.
Yeah.
All right, Larry. I got to tell the story about the time I came across you right over there in the pits, working on your engine. You had what the hell? You had the you'd pulled the head off. And in this car, and he put a camshaft that was too big in there, and the valves were hitting the tops of the pistons. So he pulled the head off and stuck a cutter up through one of the valve guides in the head, laid it back down. He had a drill plugged in, and he was right here, and he was drilling the tops of his damn pistons, relieving the pistons right in the pits. He says, "Man, I'm here for the whole weekend. I got to fix this tonight so I can race tomorrow," he told me.
Hey, he'll still wait till the last minute. The last 3 days have a whole thrash.
Yeah.
Just what are you gonna do?
Well, I hope I got that story right, because I'm gonna stand by it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you got on here.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it. Yeah.
It's been great talking to you guys.
Anytime, Chuck.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shut this down. We're gonna put it up there for sure.